Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. How we doing today? How are you feeling? Hopefully you're feeling good on this Tuesday. On this Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully everybody's doing well. One moment. Okay. So hopefully y'all are doing well. Thank you for kicking off the contribution, brother man, with the $2 super sticker. I appreciate you. Yeah, I like glasses. I like glasses. But we got some things to talk about today. We got some things to talk about. I love y'all. Y'all know that? And I appreciate y'all well wishes that y'all send me through the comments and the emails and things of that nature. I know I don't answer everybody's because I can't. But I ain't cooking no cobbler. How many cobblers I'm supposed to be cooking in a week? Who eating all them cobblers? Who eating all that dessert? Who? I can cook a dessert every day. I don't even cook a dessert every week. But this is something that has been on my mind for a minute. Thank you, Divine, for your super sticker, sweetheart. This been on my mind for a minute. Thank you, Miss Diamond. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you all for y'all early contributions before I even start cooking. I really appreciate y'all. I only come here for y'all. Know that. Know that I only come here for the 106,000 people that have subscribed to me. I don't come here for no other reason. Because there are days that I be feeling like I can't do it. I can't talk about it anymore. But then I think about the people who really rock with me and who tell me that there's some part of my message or some part of my book or whatever that has helped them in their life and have helped change things in their life or their perspective to a more positive outcome. So when I think about that, that's when I anyway. It do something to me this particular subject. The making of marriage and family and togetherness and community and all the extensions, all the things that are supposed to be extensions of marriage, why those things are now worthless. And the fact that it has been primarily women that have made it this way. Thank you, Chano. So you helped me create a great vetting system. You are very welcome. We're going to talk about that vetting system. I dislike it. That there is just no point. And I think the thing that I'm bothered most by is that the women are proud of this. The women are proud of this. The women they are proud. They are happy, quote unquote, seemingly. They are quite pleased with themselves on having created an environment where the men have just said no mas, no bueno. No bueno. Just not gonna do it. There's no reason, there's no point, there's no incentive, there is no benefit, there is nothing that a woman can do or has done or professes to want to do that makes marriage or committed relationships something that is desirable and beneficial to men at all. At all. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for your contribution. Appreciate you. And it's not even just the marriage itself, it's the road to it. It's every stage. It's every stage of interaction that women have made not only worthless, they have made it dangerous. They have made it dangerous. Speaking of Steve Harvey, everybody's running with this divorce thing. The reason I have not is because every time I check it, every time I fact check it, him and Marjorie are coming out and saying that those are rumors. He better hope that's a rumor. Because if that ain't no rumor, if that turned out to be true, I'm going to cook that. I'm going to cook that till it fall off the bone. But as long as he denies it and is getting denied from the source, I cannot in good conscience run with that story. Tempting, but I'm not going to do it. But getting back to the worthlessness of it all. It's the road to it that's dangerous too. And the cognitive dissonance mystifies me as well. I'm gonna get into this cook. I really am gonna get into this cook. I really am. I'm gonna get into what I wrote down, my talking points and stuff like that. But I am more than highly disappointed in a group in women. Y'all claim that y'all was so smart and you had everything together. I have not seen a dumber group of people. I have not seen a more delusional, unprepared, unsuccessful group of people in my life. Y'all are unprepared for life. You're unsuccessful at being women. How do you manage to not do what women have done for millions of years? How do you forget millions of years of womanhood? How do you not have that imprinted in your DNA? How is it not? One of the, in the animal kingdom, new generations of birds and monarch butterflies and stuff like that. They remember it's in their DNA where the mating took place. So they migrate back and forth to the place of procreation. And they'll go back to a certain region of the world and things of that nature in order to mate. Salmon will swim upstream. It's in their DNA. They fish. We eat them. Okay? I just cooked this evening some red sockeye salmon. I love salmon. Salmon is good. They taste good. They got sense enough. They fish, y'all. They fish. Bears stand at the top of waterfalls to catch them in their mouth because the salmon is trying so hard to get upstream again that they jumps out the water to try to get over the hump, and the bear done figured out he ain't got to fish. He just got to stand there with his mouth open. Salmon, a fish that we eat, got it in their DNA. Geese got it in their DNA. Ducks got it in their DNA. Butterflies got it in their DNA. Them little red crabs, you know how they make a big deal out of the migration of the crabs? It'd be millions of them and they're going back and forth. They got it in their DNA. But you are supposed to be of a higher intelligence, supposedly. And you have forgotten You have disregarded millions of years of human living. Of human culture, customs, biology, the understanding. You don't got it in your DNA. You somehow managed to forget what it is to be a woman. You managed to forget your place. You managed to forget your role. In a few short decades, social engineering and programming have deluded you to such a degree that y'all are running around here literally forming your mouth to say that even though half the population of the world of human beings is male, that you can somehow live without them. And that you'd be better off. Forget millions of years of human knowledge and civilizations all across the world. Forget it. They had it all wrong. And in a few short recent decades, in less than 100 years, we got it right. We got it right. Ancient Kemet was wrong. Ancient China was wrong. Ancient Japan was wrong. All the ancient Aztec, South American civilizations, Central American civilizations, ancient North American civilizations, ancient Polynesian civilizations, ancient African civilizations, all wrong. And you right. All the women of all of the civilizations that have ever graced this world, wrong. They did it all wrong. Somehow the human race survived, but they did it wrong. You wouldn't be here to point the finger to say they did it wrong had it not been for the way that they did things, but they were wrong. Now, in the last 70 years, strong and independent and don't need no man. That's the way to go. Have children and don't build no families with the men you're having them with. That's the way to go. Create a threat level at every stage of interaction between you and men. And that's the way to go. That's how we going to get our civilizations together. That's how we going to get the society together. That is how we move forward as a community. That is how we gain strength as a people. Correct? Correct? Stop me when I lie. Every ideology you hold is a road to death, but you hold on to it anyway. There's no life in any of it. None at all. Only death, only destruction, only poverty, only everything. Men no longer even want to approach you. They don't even want to talk because you've made men even talking to you a threat and a danger to them. Let me get to some of these super chats, y'all. Thank you, Craig. Said we appreciate you. I appreciate you too, sweetheart. What's a king to a god? Thank you, sweetheart. Said peace and blessings, CC in chat. Women let feminism become their god. That's why they're so deep in the lost value system. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely, for your super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you, Professor Cartones. I used to say black women are the best women on the planet. Now I can no longer say that, and it's not a good feeling at all. It's not. It's not. The threat level. Y'all have created a threat level that is nearly insurmountable. That is why, that's how you made marriage a useless and a dangerous endeavor. Because you have created an environment where your threat level increases the longer he's in contact with you. Men no longer want to speak to you. Speaking and the approach. Let's talk about talking and the approach, because we got women all on TikTok and everywhere else talking about, oh, what, the men don't approach us no more, and the men don't chase us no more, and the men don't do nothing no more, and the men wonder. I wonder why they don't do that. I wonder why men don't approach women on the whole anymore, because it used to be okay for a man to smile at you. It used to be okay for a man to open the door, pull a chair for you, or speak to you, or wave at you. It used to be okay for a man to show some type of romantic inclination towards you, or be friendly towards you, or be nice to you, or offer to take your bags, or offer to open a door, or offer to help you across whatever. It used to be okay for men to do that. Men felt comfortable to do that. See, men were already accustomed to a level of rejection, because you're not going to be able to successfully get with every woman you shoot your shot at. It's just not possible. No hunter has 100% hunt rate. The best hunters in the world don't get 100%. So men already understood there's a certain level of rejection that they're gonna have to get used to, because they're gonna shoot their shot at women and stuff like that. Everybody ain't gonna bite. And it is what it is. You move on. You try the next woman. But it didn't used to be dangerous to them to do it. Because now, anytime, even on the approach, not the marriage, not the relationship, not the commitment, none of that, the approach. Hey, how you doing, miss? Hello, ma'am. How your day, ma'am? Do you need help with that, sweetheart? Whatever. Now, whenever he say any of that or do any of that, he a creep. He creepy. He a predator. He a rapist. He's a potential threat to you. He dangerous to you. Just speaking. Just being friendly with you. And not only is he a weirdo, a creep, a predator, a rapist, just for the approach. Y'all won't even leave it to the direct interaction. Y'all will record him and put him on TikTok like he doing something to you. Now you have the right to react as if he's actually assaulted you or that he's actually accosted you. And that man ain't did nothing but speak. That man ain't did nothing but smile at you. That man ain't did nothing but try to compliment you, tell you your dress is pretty or your hair pretty or you smell good. When you consistently react as if he's dangerous for even talking to you, why would he talk to you? So that's strike one. You can't get to a marriage because you've cut off the getting to know you part. You've cut off just the approach and the initial interaction. You made that a threat. What man want to be called a creep? What man want to be put on blast like he did something wrong just because he saw a woman that he thought was pretty? And he had the audacity to say it to her. Don't no man want to deal with that. He don't want to be called no name. He don't want to be put on TikTok and he ain't even doing nothing. You make him regret even talking to you at all. How are we supposed to get to a date? How are we supposed to get to that? How are we supposed to get to the dating and the courtship and the marriage and the committed relationship? How are we supposed to get to that? If you're a threat at the word go, what? Because if you video that man like he doing something to you, what if that man's job get hold of that? And you running around here acting like he done did something. Why you following me? Look at him over there. Man, I ain't did nothing to you. Put that on TikTok. That man job get hold of that. He lose his whole job. And all that man did was say hello. All that man did was try to compliment you. You come outside for the attention. Then be a threat when it comes to you. Men do not want to be thought of negatively for his desire for a woman. See, that's the key. You've demonized the fact that he liked you. You've demonized his desire for a woman. The fact that he got a sexual desire, the fact that he has a romantic inclination towards a woman, that's demonized. That's wrong. So he automatically wrong to be in his nature. It's in his nature to want women. Y'all coming around here with everything out. There is no modesty at all. He's consistently aroused. Then you want to demonize him for that. All he see all day is your tatas and your yams. That's all he looking at all day from random women everywhere. Everywhere. At work, you don't dress no better than you is at the club. That's why that old girl went viral. Talking about I'm work appropriate. No, you not. With them stretch pants on, showing your whole moose knuckle and your BBL that we can see from the front. Was told to go dress more appropriately because the men are hitting on her. That's his natural inclination. What he's supposed to do. All over everywhere. Don't not a damn one of you got no modesty. You come out naked. You naked. Your stuff sheer. It's see-through. It's skin tight. You wearing stuff that specifically push your boobs up, specifically push your booty out. You run around here like whores and then get mad when the men are looking. They looking at what you got. It's out. He would know the shape of your coochie lips if they wasn't showing through your pants. He would know the shape of that. To be looking at it and then back up at you. Like, can I have some of that? You got it on display. So the interaction, the initial touching base with you is dangerous to him because now he can be seen to be some type of predatory animal because you got your booty out and he like it. Now he an animal. We're going to go to commercial break and then we're going to finish cooking this because there are several different points I want to make. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey brothers, I want to tell you about a website called blackmenszone.com. Now, Black Men's Zone is a site that specifically targets black men. It's a place where black men talk about issues that solely affect them. Now, at Black Men's Zone, the topics will range from news to society, sports, technology, business, food and recipes. Some brothers got to cook too. Gaming, and some of your brothers like doing some of that. Health and fitness, got to get your workout on. Music, movies, and many other topics. Now, there's not many forums around these days for black men, and because black men have to create them. Now, this particular website is more of a forum based, something simple, not social media. You can write what you need to write, say what you need to say, get on, get off pretty quick. But if you're interested, brothers, to at least go there, and I want you to check it out, engage in the topics, go to blackmenszone.com, sign up for an account, and get engaged in the conversation.
So you definitely want to hit the link at the top of the chat, blackmenszone.com. Become a part of that conversation, or you can create a new one as soon as you register and sign up for that forum. That is going to be a men's only forum. So I encourage the guys to go ahead and click it. Think of it as an online barbershop space where you can speak about what you wish to speak about without all of the heavy censorship. So once again, blackmenszone.com. And I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to, So go ahead and hit the like button for me. The threat level increases at every stage. At every stage, you have created a threat level that is insurmountable. The threats are endless. Let's say you get past the initiation phase. Let's say you get past the speak to you, get to know you, let's trade numbers and social media, blah, 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 blah. Let's say you get past that stage. When you, the dating stage is worse. The dating stage is worse. Thank you, Jamie, for your contribution, sweetheart. And thank you, Chano, again. Say, Cook Kendra, I have to see a literal white and purple aura for me to approach. Thank you so much, sweetheart. The dating stage is work. How many men lost their life in the dating stage with you, messing with you? How many men have gotten into fights? How many men have just gotten into it? Messing with you in the dating phase. The threat is never ending with you. Because it ranges from anywhere from you still messing with your baby daddy and you said you wasn't. This man been coming around you, coming to where you at, thinking it's your apartment is really your baby daddy's. Don't nobody know that. The baby daddy run up on the guy. He's caught completely unaware because he's not looking for that. He's not looking for your crazy baby daddy. He's not looking for you to tell him in the middle of the night that your best friend man beating on her and she need help and want you to get out of bed to go do it. You supposed to be Superman or somebody. How many men have lost their life with that? How many men have lost their livelihood messing with you? How many men's reputation was ruined messing with you? How many men done went down the tubes messing with you? Nothing but a liability and a danger from point A to point Z. That's all you are. Let's not even talk about even the men that are not in romantic relationships with you. How many co-worker men done lost their spot because of you? How many CEO men? How many supervisor men? How many men in positions of influence and power had to give it up because you Me Too'd them, but you was lying? So even your co-workers cannot escape your threat. That's how threatening you are. That's how much of a danger it is that women have made themselves in this society. And you wonder why men ain't trying to marry you? You wonder why there's a such thing as passport bros? Then you want to sit on social media and whine and cry and try to badmouth men that have decided that they don't want to have that level of threat hanging over their head all day, every day from every woman, whether he dealing with her romantically or not. It's all y'all. It's his mama. It's his sister. It's his ex. It's his co-worker. And then you want to sit there and be like, well, they just going over there to, they just going over there to trick. And what if they are? Because it's too dangerous even to trick with y'all over here. Because as soon as you regret hooking up with him, he gonna be done graped you. Let you tell it. Y'all think regretting the dude that you gave it up to is grounds to say somebody done assaulted you. You regret it 5 years later. Now you get to get somewhere to cry and snot like he done did something to you when all it was that you regret giving up the cakes. You shouldn't have did it. That's too bad, so sad. Regret sex is still consensual. That's the other level of threat. Y'all can revoke consent after the fact. Y'all can get into a sexual situation with a man. Go ahead and have sex with him consensually. And then afterwards, after the deed is all said and done, and somebody asks you about that and you don't want to admit it, you will talk about how it really wasn't consensual. And then he has to face some consequences behind you doing that. Go up to a man whole hotel room at 3 a.m. I don't know if you thought you was going up there to pay chutes and ladders or what you thought you was going up there to do, but 3 a.m. for a nightcap in a man's whole apartment. Talking about it wasn't really consensual and he coerced you. Girl, if you don't get out of here, if you don't knock that off. But when men are supposed to marry you with this, men are supposed to do what with that? What are men supposed to do with that? What are men actually supposed to do with that? At every turn, you're a danger. At every turn, you're a danger. Internally, inside the relationship, you dangerous. You completely useless in a relationship. Let's talk about your uselessness. What do? You don't want them to ask you what you do. You don't want them to ask you, what do you bring to the table? You hate that question. You hate that question like a vampire hate holy water. You do anything to circumvent that question. But then what you can't do is turn around and say what your value is. Well, what do you do? What do you do? Can you name one asset for every 5 liabilities that you are to a man? Because you will threaten him inside of a relationship. If he be with you and all that kind of stuff, don't let him have a baby with you. That's an instant threat. You gonna run him crazy with all that foolishness and arguing and chaos. That's another threat. Cheating on him, especially cheating on him with his friends and all that kind of stuff. You cheating in the circle. That's another threat. Everything you do with that man is a liability to him. Everything. No wonder they're leaving. No wonder. See, y'all didn't take none of the clues. It was MGTOW. It was SYSBM. It's Passport Bros. It's men that's just have declined dealing with you. They might not even be Passport Bros. They might not even be inclined to go nowhere else. They just don't deal with you. They just don't deal with you. You are worthless to them. You're worthless to them. That's the long and short of it. You're worthless to men. Nothing. You give them nothing. You give them nothing. Nothing that they can look at and hold on to and desire out of you. Men can no longer look at marriage and say, I get better when I get married. I go up when I get married. My status increases or my wealth increases or my nothing increases. It's all a threat. It's all a threat now. It's all hanging on by a thread, can be brought down by you in any moment. Don't no man want to put up with that. Don't no man want to put none of that in your hands or in your influence. I don't care if he got a little or a lot. And that brings me back full circle that y'all are proud and very pleased with y'all selves for being completely useless to men. Y'all completely useless to children. And you useless to each other. Who do you help? Who do you support? Who do women support? Who has benefited from the support of these women? Who have benefited from the support of these hyenas? Who? Which group of people have they helped? Have been better because of them? You treat men worse than dogs, and then you want them to come get you and love you and coddle you and help you. This is why I put in that video earlier today about women wanting feminine men. Because it's what the other girl said in that clip that kind of inspired this live stream. She sat there and was talking about make a man's life better. I mean, make a woman's life better. A man should make a woman's life better. He should take the load off of her, help her, or help her to be better and all this kind of stuff. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all why I said that that's cap. And this is another integral reason why marriage is worthless with y'all. Y'all don't want no man help. Y'all do not want no man help. Because men's help come with a order. It come with instructions. It come with stuff for you to do. It come with you having to listen to what they actually said. And then implement what they said. That is what they help come with. Men's help come with their guidance. Men's help come with their problem solving. Men's help come from their foresight. It come with it. So y'all don't really be wanting to listen to that. Y'all don't want no man to better you because you don't want to know, you don't want none of his order. Because y'all will listen to what a man say, and this will be y'all man. Y'all will listen to what a man say, but you won't follow what he just said. You know what y'all like to do? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know what they like to do. You want to know what y'all like to do? Go to other men to fact check the man's leadership that you initially sought. You will ask your man something. He'll give you the answer to your question. But you, instead of going to implement the answer to the question, you don't trust his leadership. So what you do is you will go to other men, your best friend, the mechanic, whoever it is, and then you will ask them that same question to see if they answer align with your man's answer. If it do, then you will bootleggedly try to do what your man said. If it don't, you'll doubt his leadership and you will do what some other man say. When the true question is, why did you ask a man a question that you wasn't going to trust his answer, or you didn't trust that he was competent enough to give you a proper answer, or you didn't think that he knew enough about what you were asking to give you a competent answer? Why'd you ask? Because I'm not going to ask a plumber how to do carpentry work, because that's not his expertise. I don't take my car to the local lumber yard to get worked on, because they 1 or 2 of them guys might know what to do with a car, but that's not their expertise. That's not their profession. So I need to go to somebody that know about cars so I can get some answers about my car. In other words, why would I ask a question to a man if I ain't gonna trust his answer? If I'm not gonna take his advice, no way, what I ask him for? Let me see. Let me get to these contributions. Thank you, Southside Militia said, how any man be a pickup artist today is insane. I don't even know. Thank you, CO said, Elder Kendra, you seen the Brittany Renner video? She is done. The transactional trauma has caught up. Wall still undefeated. That chick so out. Thank you, Miss Bella said you would be his biggest downfall. Exactly. Thank you for the contributions. I appreciate them. You realize that's part of being non-submissive. You don't take instruction. You don't trust the instruction or the foresight or the intelligence or the leadership of the men that you want to be around. So you consistently undermine everything that he do. You worthless as a woman. You worthless to him. You worthless to him. And you wonder why you ain't never been in nothing but a situationship, because that's all you worth. And you barely worth that. That's troublesome. That's problematic. Thank you, Kelvin said, let the church say, I say, thank you so much. Thank you, Ruminant said, why even pressure us to marry in the first place if you refuse to say all the vows and check behind the wisdom you asked for in the first place? Help me understand. Right. Y'all don't even want to say the vows of it anymore. Why? This is why you relegated to situationships at 49. You ain't never been in a real relationship before. That's sad. Do y'all understand how sad that is? For a woman to get of a certain age and say she has never been in an actual relationship of any kind. Do you know the level of failure as a woman that really is? And they be trying to cover it up like that's not failure. It is the essence of failure. It is the essence of failure. It's the quintessence of failure. It's nothing but a failure. To not be able to do something so simple as get a man, and all you gotta do is be a woman. All you gotta do. That's how we know you hyenas, because you know how to be women. That's why I call you names. Thank you, Stephen, for your contribution, sweetheart. Thank you so much. This is why y'all cling so heavily to Ebony K's stupid advice. The thumbnail to my show today, that's Bernice Burgos. I try not to use people that are recognizable or anything like that, but that's who that is on that thumbnail, Bernice Burgos. And Bernice Burgos is a pretty woman. She's in her 30s, I do believe. Late 30s, I think. And she looks good. She done kept her body up. She not fat. But she a baby mama. She's a single mom. And to my knowledge, she is not married. I don't know that she has ever been married. Oh, she's in her 40s? Okay. It's a sad life that woman has led. And there are women who would look at her and be jealous of her. Nothing to be jealous of. Nothing to be envious of. That woman is uncovered. And she's still out here doing everything she can to try to be sexually relevant. And she not no more. I mean, sure, she still look good enough for somebody to break her down. Of course she do. She can do that into her 50s. She can do that into her 60s. Be looking good enough for somebody to want to break her down. Eddie Murphy's ex, Nicole Murphy still look good. She look good enough for an older man to come through and break her down. Anybody gonna marry her? She'll jump off. But she still look good enough for some man to be like, yeah, I'll tear off Nicole Murphy. She older. She a grandma, but that's all right. Because for her age, Nicole Murphy's still fine. Tracy Ellis Ross, not an ugly woman. She doing everything she can to age well. You know, she fighting against them zaddy genes. She fighting tooth and nail. But she put up a good fight. still thirst trapping on the ground in her 50s. Nothing to be envious about. She ain't live no life to be envious about. Erykah Badu, still looking good in her 50s. She'll get on the Instagram and thirst trap her cakes too. Don't nobody want her. She like a 3-time baby mama. Nobody want her. In her prime, she couldn't pull it off. And then they was trying to get mad at DJ Academics for saying what he said about her. I mean, but it kind of is what it is. You cannot like DJ Academics or whatever, feel how you feel about him as a person. I mean, but and a myriad of these older women that done kept themselves up as best they can. Again, Halle Berry is another one. She kept herself up best she can. Halle don't look bad. She ain't done got super fat and, super run down. She all right. Out here got to pay Zaddy for the child support. Uncovered. She uncovered. Somebody put Taraji in the Taraji P. Henson in the chat. That's another one. Taraji actually seemed like she a cool person. I actually probably would like to talk to her. We probably would get along. Don't nobody want her. Nobody want her. Nobody marrying her. She cries about how lonely she actually is and how this is not fun to get in your 50s and uncovered. She done had an acting career. She got money to travel. She got money to do all that stuff. She not happy. She not happy. And she ready to tell you she ain't happy. There is nothing to be jealous or envy. These women have not led lives that need to be emulated in any way, shape, or form. These women have been the ops. Megan Good, again, at least Megan has been married before. It's a lot of these chicks is in their 50s and nobody never wanted them. Never. But Megan Good is another one. In our 40s, Megan Good is fine still. Megan is very pretty. Kept her body up real nice. Megan put a cat suit on today. Outshine a lot of 20-somethings. Nia Long in her 50s. No. How long she was in a relationship with Udoka? Still ain't married her. Huh? Vivica can't forget about 50. That was 90,000 years ago. Back when 50 was like, infatuated with her and stuff. She couldn't hold him. She couldn't hold down a young up-and-coming Curtis Jackson. He'd already kind of made his name as 50, but that Curtis Jackson ain't the Curtis Jackson today. That's a different man. To this day, it was just a couple months ago, she said, I wouldn't, If it rekindle, girl, that fire is so old and put out. He ain't trying to come back and rekindle that with you. You ain't had no sense then. You done tripled down since then on the nonsense. He don't want to be bothered with you. He'll troll you, but he don't want to be bothered with you. Lori Harvey headed down that same road. She them 20s is winding up. What is she, about 26? Now, something like 26, 27. She gonna be 50. Somewhere still ain't got no man. Talking about she would be all right with going back with Michael B. Jordan. Girl, bye. Why am I naming these women? Because these women, for all of the so-called success that you thought they had, every last one of these women failed as women. Every last one of them. And the majority of these women that I named are wealthy women, or they have been at one time. Women who have made the best they could out of their careers. They still look good, most of them. Most of them kept themselves up. Most of them tried to do whatever they could do, and they have failed miserably. They are baby mamas, some of them. And don't no man want them. No man wants them. They failed. It's a failure. And these have been the women that this machine has put in front of other women to tell them that this is how you should be. This is what you should do. This is how you should behave. And this is how you should carry yourself as a woman. Be the finest spot. Be a pass around. Have all the men gawking at you. Have all the men wanting to have sex with you. Don't choose none of them. Don't let none of them choose you. Don't worry about it. In your 30s, they'll be there. In your 40s, they'll be there. When you done thotting and bopping and being the finest one and all that kind of stuff, when you done with that, the men will be waiting. And it'll be some rich man somewhere that idolize you, and he'll be ready to lock you down. How many women have to go through that? And it's a no. That is not the outcome at all. It's the exact opposite. Because these women can't understand. I'm still looking good, my body's still tightened, and I hit the gym, and and all that kind of stuff. Why come don't nobody want me? Because you failed at being a woman, and they can sniff the failure on you. No man wanted you after all this time. What happened when you was young and fine? Did no man want you when you was young and fine? Because you good looking now, so I know you were fine. You cute now. You was fine in your 20s. You was fine even in your 30s, and you 62 and you still cute, but then no man from that day to this one. Or you could kind of get them, but then you lose them real fast. Somebody say amen. Somebody say amen in the church today. Huh? Somebody hit the like button for me. Somebody contribute to this truth today. This is straight no chaser to these women today. Then you got the ops. The ops. Glorilla does not have a decent education. This woman is slow. And I'm not saying that to roast her. She's slow. Be toxic in your 20s. Don't listen to that. That is the ops talking to you. I don't care that she look like you. I don't care that she speak your vernacular. I don't care. She's the ops. She's paid to lead you down the wrong path. That is what she's paid to do. The biggest hypocrite of them all, y'all still pay exorbitant amount of money to see her. Beyonce. That's why I don't like Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce. I've never liked her. She was the biggest fraud. She told y'all all the single ladies. She told y'all all the strong and independent need a soldier. She told y'all. And then she waited. She did the exact opposite of everything she told you ignorant idiots to do. She told you to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Irreplaceable. Told y'all women run the world. Only to wait till she got married to have them babies. She had them babies before she got married. All them babies is in wedlock. All them babies is legit. All them babies belong to Jay-Z. They look just like him and her. He allegedly cheated. Did she was his stuff in a box to the left? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She got her little lick back with her little Lemonade song. His clothes wasn't nowhere in no box, nowhere. They were hanging up in that closet like they were. They were hanging up in that walk-in closet like they had been. Okay? Was not a Louis shoe out of place. Do you understand me? He walked back into that walk-in closet. Closet is bigger than your apartment building. It looked like a department store in there. He got his belts on one side, he got his shoes on that side, he got his suits hung up right there, and all of them was in place. While she sung to y'all, Becky with the good hair, she went back to her husband. She went back to her husband. Her husband. Not her baby daddy. Not somebody she been engaged to for the past 50 years. Her husband. She on tour right now with her kids. Everything she told y'all to do, she did not do. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it. She ain't going nowhere from that man. She got a whole family. Combined, they are multi-billionaires. She'll have a legacy. Blue Ivy and them twins and stuff like that, gonna have something. When her and Jay-Z ain't touring no more and they just collecting the residuals and all that kind of stuff, and even when they pass away, them kids are sad. She even doing better than her mama. Her mammy filed for divorce at 90,000 years old. Her mama drunk the Kool-Aid that she didn't drink. Solange drunk the Kool-Aid that Beyonce didn't drink. Solange can't keep no man. Solange crazy too. She can't keep no man. Let you know how crazy she was when she jumped Jay-Z in that elevator. The way she jumped that man in that elevator. Remember that? Thank you, Stephen, for your super sticker. I don't know if I thanked you before, but thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Carl said, Cece out there killing me softly like Lauryn Hill today. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you, Damien. So the cook was fantastic as usual. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss 39, Dina, sweetheart. Thank you, Taylor. Said 28, I've never been in a relationship before kissing a guy or did anything like that. However, I still fail. Women do not end up like me, uncovered. You got a little time. Yeah, 28. Actively look for a husband. Actively look for a husband. Don't date. Don't look for no dude to come slap. Don't go on dating sites. Don't go. He not on Tinder. I guarantee your husband is not on Tinder. Actively look for you a husband. Enlist your parents if you can. Enlist the people that you know got your back. Enlist they help to help you find. Most marriages are completed because people set people up with somebody. Now, we don't necessarily do quote unquote arranged marriages in America, but most marriages are set up by somebody. Somebody introduced somebody to somebody. Go to the gym, go where men is doing something productive. Actively look for you a husband. Especially if you ain't got no kids and stuff, like actively look for you a husband. Make sure he's on the 10 life values. Make sure you're on the 10 life values. Make sure y'all are on an equal value system. He got a vision. He got somewhere he can go, and you can see yourself in the bed with him. Might be your husband. If you can get under his program, if you can follow his vision and you can see yourself doing that, and you attracted enough to him to get in that bed with him, you're still young enough. You ain't 58, you're 28. They getting married. I just got married this year at 45. A lioness can get covered. A lioness can get covered. I'm not saying that it's easy. But a lioness can get covered. If you have value to you as a woman, there is a man that will cover you, and he'll do so in love. He'll do so in righteousness. He'll do so wanting to see good out of you and out of y'all relationship. Don't lose hope. Thank you, Ruminants. All basic decent brothers required to provide the 4 P's is peace, pizza, and pom pom. The fact that women cannot clear that low bar is pathetic, which is the 4th P. Thank you, Miss Taisha. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you again, Damien, for your contribution, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Clea. It's a dime and a dozen. God bless. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Night B. How you doing, young man? Say keep up the work and hope you get an interview with Umar to debate. Okay. Thank you, Danny. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. What's a king to a god? Said Beyonce know what side of the bread is butter. She sure do. She sure do. Don't never let it be said she don't know that. Thank you so much, Keith. Said Beyonce is part of the Matrix. Yeah. Thank you, Well B. Said waiting for you to say my favorite new word, baby mama. You got a copy right there. I'll be saying that, baby mama. Okay, I'll take that. So I hope my sisterin heard me, Miss Taylor. Don't give up, Miss Taylor. I'm not promising that it'd be easy to get a husband, but it is possible, very possible, to get a husband. So, like I said, try to go where men is doing something productive. Okay. It's some productive men out there. It's a productive, I'm going to tell you, these blue collar men that works with their hands. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. Husbands is in that. That's a husband pool. Blue collar men is a husband pool. Blue collar men is a husband pool now. The men that go out there and be working 12, 13, 14 hours and he all in the sewer somewhere and he emptying them garbages for $35 an hour. He's somewhere climbing a pole for the light company. He's somewhere in a hot blazing sun putting a roof on somebody's house. The husband pool is in the blue collar pool. A lot of women don't want to look at that. Husband pool, blue collar husband. Blue collar husband. Blue collar husband. He work every day with his husband. He's gone 12, 13 hours. You be tired when he get in. Clothes be dirty, husband. Don't let it fool you. And then men be doing them hard labor jobs. They be fine too, baby. Don't let them dirty pants and them little dirty Timberlands fool you. He clean up real good. Yes, he do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He clean up mighty good. You take them dirty pants, put it in the washing machine, they be all right. He shave and stuff like that, hit that shower, come out, put that cologne on there. Put that shirt on, put them nice jeans on. He ain't got the work jeans on, got the nice jeans on today. Oh, Lord help you. Don't let it. All the plumbers ain't got big bellies. Do you understand me? All the plumbers ain't got big bellies. You know, it be take a strong back to put a wall up. You understand what I'm saying? That shirt come off, you be like, oh, okay. Better bring him some lemonade. Blue collar brothers, stand up in the chat. You better bring him some lemonade and a smile. You better smile at him. Hey, you pull out your femininity on him. Pull it out. Don't let it fool you because he done got on the bus with his little reflecting jacket on. And he smelled like he been outside all day. Don't let that fool you. There's nothing wrong with him. He only taking the bus because of the way he worked and he can't park down there. You understand? When he get out the bus, he jump in a Lexus. Do you understand what I'm saying? Stop playing. And they know how to treat women too. They ain't scared of a hard day's work. Blue collar man know how to treat a woman. I bet you could tell what kind of husband I got. Know how to treat a woman. All you got to do to him is smile at him and be nice with him. Give him a nice home-cooked meal and toot it up and boot it up. That's all you got to do to him. He'll love you to the end of the world. He don't ask for a whole lot. But what he asked for, he wanted consistently. If you keep the home peaceful and stuff like that, he coming in there. He coming in there. Don't listen to Ebony K. The bus driver is plenty good. The bus driver is plenty good enough. He plenty good enough. Don't listen to her. She need frozen nut. Don't listen to her. Okay? She need frozen nut. We ain't listening to nobody that need frozen nut. Thank you, Keith. Tell that young lady don't lose hope. I'm celebrating 41 years of marriage. Yeah, of course. Of course. No losing hope. Yeah, we not arguing with nobody that need a frozen nut. She can't even get it fresh out the tap. She can't even get the nut fresh out the tap. How you can't get it fresh from the tap? Girl, what's wrong with you? Girl, bye. Anyway. I ain't dealing with no woman that can't get that fresh out the tap. How you can't get that fresh out the tap? How it's possible? When they looking for a way to give it to you, you can't get it. Anyway. This will help you. Get this book. Go to crimsoncure.com and get Reclaiming the Black Feminine Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery. This is a starting point to get yourself together as a woman. All right. The links are in the description box. Go to crimsoncure.com, pick up your copy today. You can also get it on Amazon if you would like it as a digital, but at crimsoncure.com, you can get this physical copy. Go ahead and jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonite.